If you need to find out how to use a pop rivet gun, then this will be the most riveting video you'll see today. Hey, sorry about the corny intro, but no, seriously, we're going to find out how to use this pop rivet gun today. We've been using them for years. This one here is not a new one, but it's in good condition. We got loads of them knocking around the workshop, different workshops we've got all over the place, and I invariably lose the bits. This is my late father's. As you can see, it's been around for many, many years, but when you open it up, you'll be surprised to see that it's almost like new in there. Like nothing that I own, I'll promise you that much. So you got the gun in there, and we've got some various rivets at the bottom. And there's also, hiding away underneath there, a little tool which enables you to change the adapters on here. So what we'll do now is get the gun out, and we'll just have a little chat about that and find out how to use it. Well, there's the gun. There's the tool that goes with it, and that's about all there is to it, apart from these little adapters down on the bottom here. Now, it comes with 1 in there and 3 in there. If you can keep these in there all the time, you're a better person than me. Mine are normally lost or knocking about, and we're trying to wedge different things in. But my dad, he kept it all together, so they're still together now. Now, you've got different size of rivets to use when you're connecting one thing to another. These are the largest ones we've got in this set at 4.9 mil. They're quite big, quite a big flange on there. They're like, you know, good size rivets. I use those for the video today so you can see exactly what I'm doing. We have got a case of rivets over here as well. I can't remember where these were from, probably Machine Mart, like the Clarke stuff that we've got here as well, but they're slightly different sizes and obviously more of them. So once those little packets have gone, you buy yourself a case and you've always got some around, if you can keep them all together and remember where they are, that is. Right, now back to rivets. 4.9 I said. I think that refers to the actual flange bit on here, 4.9. Now, you need to get these to fit into that gun. So we put it in like that, the stem goes in there. So we try and fit the stem in and it won't go. It won't go in the smallest one either. It'll just about fit in there, but I think being as we've got the largest adapter, we'll use that for the largest rivet, eh? So we need to swap that one for that one, and I'll show you how easy that is to do. Just get your little tool here, put it on and turn it anti-clockwise. Remember, lefty loosey, righty tighty. That's always what we say. Easy enough to remember. And then that one's out and undone. Let's have a look. It's only a quarter turn. And that one's out, and then we'll put that one in. So was that the biggest one? I think it was, wasn't it? That's the biggest one. So we'll put that in, we'll screw that up. Now, this is locked together. Sometimes they need a slight bit of adjustment. You may have to open the handles in order to tighten this up, okay? So if you're struggling to get these to go in, just open the handles up slightly and it just takes a bit of tension off the spring. There is a spring in the top of here. We'll go through that in a separate video on adjusting these up. Hopefully you've got one brand new out of the box and you can just plug and play, basically. Put your rivets in and away you go. So already I've left this one on the table, so I'll put it in here, out of the way. So that's it. Now, you might have noticed I've got a metal bar that's sealed at the ends. There's nothing come out of there. So this is why you'd use a rivet. You can't get a nut and bolt through there. You can use a self-tapping screw. They're not the neatest of finishes, are they really? So with a rivet they are. They're also a bit more security conscious. So with a rivet you've got a nice smooth surface on the top. And if somebody needs to get it out, you can get them out. You just drill them out. It's not hard, but it's not like coming along with a little screwdriver and just undoing it. So that's a couple of advantages of using rivets. I like them because they look neat. If you've set your gun set up right, they look neat and tidy. Not saying that they always are or always will be. Sometimes they sort of fray a bit. We adjusted ours up earlier and you can see we've got like a little bit of burr on there. We can take that off if you need to, but I'd rather make sure that it goes in properly first time. Now, fitting this into here, let me see. I did drill a hole somewhere. I did, yeah. 2 holes in fact. Look, see, Blue Peter style. Here's one I made earlier. 2 holes. 4.9 mil, those rivets. 5 mil drill bit. I don't have a 4.9 one. I've got a 5 mil one, and that will do. So that goes in, and that's that done. Now, you can see the rivet is sat in there, and it won't go in the whole way. If I undo this, it should, in theory, drop down. That's it. So once it's dropped down into place, we can pull these together lightly and we feel a bit of resistance there. It's gripped, okay? Held tight, so you can turn that upside down, it won't come out. Now, we put this end of the rivet here into our hole. Hopefully it'll fit, and it does, thank goodness for that. And then we squeeze this down. Now I'm sitting down, so it's two-handed operation. I'll give it a squeeze, pull it down, and hopefully we should hear a pop. Like that, there you go. And there's your rivet in. That's where the stem was, that little indent in the middle. It's made a nice, neat, flush finish. And hopefully the stem drops out of the gun. There you go, that's your stem. So that's just scrap and that goes away. And that is your rivet in your piece of metal. Job done. But here you say, Jimmy, you've just put a rivet in a piece of metal. What use is that to anybody? Well, I've got a piece down here, haven't I? I've got a corner bracket. So maybe you need to fit a corner bracket on. The holes are a little bit big on here, but maybe you need to fit a corner bracket on. So if you're going to fit a corner bracket onto something, you want to put that on there and you want to rivet it in. You'd need to make it secure. There's 3 holes, isn't there? So you could drill 3 if you wanted. Drill 3 holes, match them up, put them in. If you're wondering about how to match them up, the easiest thing to do is to get yourself a hole punch. I've got one here. And you just put that in there, give it a tap with a hammer, and you've got 3 holes or 3 indents in the right place, and then drill it. But we're not here to show you how to drill and tap these things. That's in a different video if you want to watch. How to drill holes in metal. This is about using this rivet gun. So we want to attach this to here and we'll use a rivet. We'll get a large one out again. You can see why I buy the case, don't you? You run through these so quickly. You run through these so quickly. So again, into the gun. That went straight in because we've got it down on the handle separated. Pull it together so it grips. Let's put this on top. Put that in through the hole. Fingers crossed. Pop, and there you go. We've got our angle bracket securely attached to the metal. There's no need for screws, there's no need for nuts and bolts. It's on and it's done. But, oh no, Jimmy, it's in the wrong place. What do we do now? Well, I'll show you. How do you get the rivet out then? Well, I said I'll show you, and show you I will. When you put it in, there's an indent in the middle. Look, you can see that in there, and that fits your drill bit perfectly. Use the same drill bit as you did before because the hole's the same. If the hole in the bracket is smaller than the hole in the metal, then use a smaller drill bit, okay? Just use a smaller one. In fact, I might go down to a number 4 for this because I don't want to damage that bracket. I've had them for a while, but you never know. As soon as I damage it, it's the time that it'll come in useful, isn't it? So, and I need it for somewhere. Right, let's have a quick look through this drill bit set. I've got a 4.5 here. So I've got a 4.5. We'll just tighten that up at 4.5. So that's it. We put that into there. You can see it fits in the middle. There's no need to make yourself a hole. It fits in. Safety glasses on because there might be a bit of swarf spinning around, and we'll give it a go. There you go. Now, I'll put it on a block of wood because I don't want to ruin my new engine table, but the bracket's off and undamaged. Look, there's no damage on the bracket. We went straight through the rivet. I'm going to pick this up and it might be hot, so I don't recommend it at home, but there you go. There's the actual rivet. We've drilled the stem out of the rivet and it's all done. There's a little bit of tidying up to do on the top, but you can easily just knock that off with a little grinder or something on there, make it flat again, readjust where this needs to go, put it back on, and if you'd like to go back in the same hole again, you made a mistake, you want to put it back, put another rivet in, bang, and it's back on, and Bob's your uncle. So there you go. That's how to use a rivet gun, how to put them in and remove them. Hope you found it useful and maybe entertaining as well. Give me the thumbs up and subscribe if you can. Anything nice to say, pop it in the comment section below. I'm Jimmy the Mower. I'll catch you on the next one.